Frostbite isn't only a concern for humans. Pets are at risk, too. CBS 2's Dana Kozlov is live at Wiggly Field with more on how to handle those dangers. Dana.
Rob, not only is it bitterly cold outside, but if you look at the ground, the sidewalk, there's snow, there's ice chunks like this one, there's salt, just some things pet owners have to worry about. Kelly and Mindy are back where they like it, outside.
Go.
On days like these, the elements are an issue.
Like, I couldn't even take them for a walk yesterday because I kept getting so much salt in their paws.
So their owner just bought this cream in hopes of keeping salt and snow irritation to a minimum. If boots don't work, veterinarian Tony Kramer says that could be a good option.
Salt has chemicals in it that melt the snow, and those are caustic and can dry out and irritate and really inflame their feet.
Put them on inside, just let her get used to them.
Urban Pooch's Jesse Ray says owners should consider a coat like this one to keep their canine charges safe.
And it has fleece under their chest, which you want to keep that warm.
Like humans, experts say pets can suffer frostbite in extreme conditions in minutes. Where are pets most vulnerable when it comes to frostbite?
The most common place that they'll get frostbite are their ears, toes, and their tails.
Keeping kids frostbite free is a concern too. Just ask this mom.
They have about 2 pairs of socks, their boots, their long johns.
Layering is essential, so is minimizing skin exposure. 7-year-old Luca sums it up best.
You can't wear summer clothes in the winter because you get so cold.
He already knows that at age 7. So the old, worth repeating sage advice: if you have to be outside tomorrow with your children or your pets at a park like this one, keep it quick. Reporting live at Schubert and Sheffield on the city's north side, Dana Kozlov, CBS 2 News. Rob, Mai.
Yes, and you keep it quick too, Dana, and get back inside. Thank you.